In this video, we're going to take a look at making sure that our audio is set up properly so that we can be heard. One of the things you'll notice when you first log in is that the speaker is turned on, and this is so that you can hear others who are speaking, and so that's automatically on. If you have concerns about that, you can always just turn it off. So you basically mute your speakers. So just something to look at, and just in case you come into the session and you can hear talking, but you're trying to do something else that might, be distracting to you. So just something to think about. So to set up the audio itself, we're going to click on Meeting and then go to Audio Setup Wizard. Now this wizard will help us to set the audio up, and you can simply go through the wizard and it will walk you through the process. So I'm going to click Next. And now I'm going to play a sound because I want to see what it's going to sound like to me. So that's pretty loud, but it's okay. I can adjust that after the fact. So now I know I can hear. And so next I'm going to click Next. And now I need to choose which microphone I'm going to use. Now I have choices, and you may have choices as well. A lot of laptops especially have a couple of different ways of doing that, or if you have other audio devices. So if I click the down arrow, I've got a couple choices. The integrated one, that's the one that's actually on my laptop, so it's the one that's in the lid, right above the monitor. I'm not going to use that one. This is the one I would use if I had a microphone plugged into the back of my docking station, so just as an example, or the line in if I had it coming from another place, or this is my USB microphone, so this is the one I'm going to choose, and I'm actually recording on it right now. So I'm going to choose my microphone, and so that's the one that the system is going to look for and actually use. I'll click Next again. And now I need to record to make sure that the system can hear it and that others can hear me. So I'm going to press on the record button and watch for the metering. You can tell by that blue jumping meter that it is working. So test, test, test. I'm going to stop. And now I'm going to play it back. And this is really crucial. If you can hear it, others will be able to hear it too. So I'm going to play this back. And it may be a little quiet for you, but you'll get the idea. And watch for the metering. You can tell by that blue jumping meter that it is working. So you can hear my audio playing back, so we know that that audio is transmitting properly. I'm going to press Next again. Now this is an interesting part of this. So it's going to listen to your surroundings. So for instance, if you were in a room that had a really loud fan, it's going to hear that and it's going to do some compensation for it in the background. So I'm going to press on the test silence. It's going to take a minute, so just bear with me. And because you can't make any noise when you do that. Okay, so once it's finished and you press Next, it gives you an idea of the microphone volume and the silence. So basically what it's telling me is the room's pretty quiet. It's not too terrible. I do have the sound coming from my laptop, so I do have the fan. I've got some other things, but otherwise I'm in a pretty quiet room, and that's going to be an important part of this and the quality of your audio. So when I'm done, I'm going to press Finish. And so now my audio is set up and it's actually working. Now to do the next test, now at this point there's no one else in the session but me. So no one else is going to hear this, but there is another way to do a quick test. So if I go up to this area here where my microphone is, you can tell because it is white or kind of grayish that the audio right now is not connected. So I'm going to connect my audio. And now if I speak, you can see the little speaker jumping. That means that I am transmitting to the room. So that's, again, a good indication that audio is going out and others will be able to hear you. If you want to mute it, just press on it once and you'll get the little X through it, or the slash. And it does actually let you choose a different one from here. I don't have to use this very often, but if you were switching, you could switch in the middle. But my personal preference is to go through the whole audio setup wizard process and just use that. If I switch, I'm going to go back through that audio setup wizard. I'm personally more comfortable with that, but just something to think about. But you could potentially do that. If you don't want your microphone connected any longer, you can just press on the disconnect and that will do that. So again, just to review, you're going to go through the meeting and go through the audio setup wizard, and then you're going to double check your audio by going and connecting your audio and looking for the metering on that to show that you are transmitting.